you know what? I'll just say this. The grocery store gonna get mad at me if I complain about the carts not being returned.
Wait, what?
Like if I come on the podcast and complain about something or talk about something,
Yeah.
am I supposed to talk about no people, places, or things while I'm here?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're having a really good day so far. If you are new here, my name is Taylor. I come to you from Baltimore City, Maryland, and here on my YouTube channel I feature content that is generally focused on knitting and spinning. In this week's episode of what I call the Thread to Mend podcast, where I typically sit down and I share with you the things that I'm currently working on, I have almost everything but to share with you all. I've not knit maybe even a stitch all week. I just have not been in the mood. I've spent the majority of my time watching NFL football, searching YouTube for Taylor Swift content, of course listening to her re-release of 1989, and doom scrolling the internet. Did I say that already? I don't know. And a steady stream of copium through retail shopping. So I thought I would share with you some of the things I've recently purchased. And all of them are purchasable at the retailer of Sephora. If you are not familiar, they have a savings event that goes on every October. It's a little later than last year, but I think it ends in a couple days. So I thought while it's still going on, I might as well just talk with you about some of the things I've recently purchased, the things that I love and adore or would repurchase again if it's not a recent acquisition. So I have stuffed this project bag down here with fragrance, hair care, and some cosmetics that I highly recommend and I could at least talk a little bit about in terms of my experience and which of them I would choose for what. If that's at all interesting to you, please continue to watch this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I cannot thank you enough for being here. I love to engage with you every single week and be here online. So we will get started. Let me extract this out from under her. We will get started with fragrance because I feel like y'all know I'm a fragrance queen. I love a good fragrance, and then we'll move into hair care. So one fragrance that had been haunting me the last 12 months or so was one that I wished I had bought last year and I never did, and I finally bit the bullet while it was 20% off for me, and I bought a full bottle of Kilian's Angel Share. If you're not familiar with this fragrance already, it is like a warm apple pie. It's the perfect late fall winter fragrance. It's warm and spicy, but it has this softness to it, and it's very apple cinnamon forward. And it's a great unisex fragrance if you're looking for something that's not at all hyper masculine, but not like cloyingly feminine. I think it's a really, really good fragrance for men, women, or any other identifying person. The second is one I did pick up last year during the Sephora sale, and I've continued to wear it, and it is Nest's Madagascar Vanilla. This is the only fragrance I would ever recommend from Nest. It is a fragrance oil, and it is a straight up vanilla, like vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. I love to wear this at night after I take a shower because normally I will spray my fragrance all over my sweater or my hair or my shawl or whatever I'm wearing that day. This, because it's a dropper oil, it's, you can really only put it on your skin. So I really like to apply that after shower in the evening before I go to bed. The next is one I purchased even long before that, but they do sell it at Sephora. It is the iconic Replica by the Fireplace. I've never worn a fragrance as much as this one. It is a literal campfire. It smells like burning wood, but it is very sweet, and it is very, I want to say decadent. It's very warm. It's very inviting. It's not really here or there. It's everything, and it is the moment. Dossier, of course, has a dupe for it. So if you're on a budget, I would consider that one. They're pretty much identical. There's like a slight hair of a difference in the dry down at the end of the day, where one smells a little bit more sharp than the other. But in terms of like the first note or the heart notes, or like even the dry down, they're like so similar. I would even recommend the Dossier version of that fragrance. And then I have 3 more. So the next is Missing Person by Fleur. I bought this with the Sephora mini sampler coupon situation. I don't know if you're aware, but Sephora will, like, they have these sets where you can get like 8 to 10 or 12 samples of fragrances with a voucher for like $85 or $90. You can redeem it for any one of those. I picked that up and redeemed it for Missing Person. This fragrance is unlike any other I have. It's very clean. It's very ozonic. It's a musk, and it's very, like, it's a very good office fragrance. It's a great fragrance for someone who doesn't want to overpower the room. And the last 2, actually, yeah, 2. One is my most recent and one is my absolute fave. I actually don't know if Sephora has this particular one. I know Dead Cool is gonna have a Black Friday sale if there isn't one going on already. But this, as I mentioned, is the brand Dead Cool. It is their Extra Milk. They have a fragrance called Milk, and then they came out with Extra Milk, which I think is a little bit more strong in the fragrance perfumes. I know it's your fave. This fragrance is indescribable, it is spectacular. I don't know the notes to this. I wouldn't even say it's, definitely doesn't smell like milk. I don't know why they call it that, but it's a beautiful sort of musk fragrance, and I love this one. Dead Cool is a clean niche brand, I think based out of either Brooklyn or LA, and they have other things on their website too, like laundry detergent and you know, dryer sheets and dog shampoo and all kinds of stuff. I really love that brand and I would check them out. And the last fragrance is one that I'm kind of embarrassed to admit, but I really love it a lot. It's a newer fragrance by Dolce & Gabbana. I know they're a little controversial. I know that they've done a lot of things wrong in the past, but when I heard about this and I smelled it for myself, and I love this gaudy little gold situation, I kind of just really wanted it. And this is one of those moments where you separate the artist from their art. It's sweet and sugary. It's kind of like, it's like a drawing of a lemon pastry. It's not an actual pastry sitting in front of you that you smell. It's like a caricature of a lemon tart. I can't believe I forgot to take my nail polish off before recording this. I am so sorry. Okay, the next is, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm so like, embarrassed. I was going to do my nails and then I sliced my thumb open and I gave up on the task, and then I totally forgot to get back to that. All right, hair care. So I have a few products. One is brand new to me. I've never even used it yet, but I'm really excited to try it. I wonder if you've used this before. It's from Orbe. It's their Royal Blowout Heat Styling Spray. I'm trying to use more heat protectant things on my hair now that I straighten it more frequently, which is about once a week. So I thought I would give the mini a try before investing in a full-size bottle, which is not cheap. But I have used a sample and I decided to get another, well, I guess I have a tiny sample and I purchased the mini of the Orbe Super Shine Moisturizing Cream. This feels like a really nice cream to put in my hair while it's damp before it has air dried. And it has a little bit of a shimmer sparkle to it. So I think that it does kind of contribute to a nice shiny finish to the hair. I think I might have said there's 3 products, but there are 4 hair care products. This is my favorite finishing oil. It's from the brand Shu Umura. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. But this is, it's definitely a silicone base oil. It's not silicone free, but I've liked it the most. So it's what I use in my hair before I sit down to get on camera, if I remember, and just kind of, you know, wipe away the flyaways and the straggly hairs and just kind of give my hair a little bit of a soft finish. And then the ultimate best dry shampoo of all time goes to Living Proof. It's their Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. They have 2 dry shampoos. This is the Advanced Clean. It is the literal best. I hope Star Baby will not be afraid of me giving this a shot on camera for you. So I try to like not get into the roots, but it doesn't leave like, I mean, it's a little bit of a white cast, but it doesn't leave an incredible white cast, and it'll kind of just take away a lot of that greasy look that I tend to get. I wear probably 3 moisturizers when I go to bed at night because I just started my tretinoin journey and my skin is dry. My skin was dry before tretinoin, and my bangs are greasy no matter what I do when I wake up. So I pretty much use that dry shampoo every day when I remember to, but it just, you know, makes my hair look a little less dirty. So I love that, and I will repurchase that forever and ever. I only buy the minis because these aerosol cans, they can be a little temperamental, and I hate when I feel like there's product in there that I can't get out because the aerosol function is defective. So I just buy mini. I only go through about a mini a year. So this is my 2024 supply of dry shampoo. Well, I have 2 skincare products to share. One is the Merit Great Skin Hyaluronic Acid Oil Blend. You shake it up before you spritz it, and you can use it morning or night. I like to apply this after my serums, before my sunscreen. This is a product I just purchased on sale. I've not quite used yet. I think I gave it 1 spritz at the end of the day, but I have no idea yet what I think about it. And it's the Laneige Cream Skin Mist. I've noticed that sometimes at work, depending on the products that I layer in the morning, both before and when I apply my makeup, I get a lot of dryness in my face, and I just wish I had something like this to spray all over to rehydrate midday. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this in my handbag and just keep it on hand whenever I need to kind of re-moisturize while I have cosmetics already applied. Lastly, we have cosmetics. This is the time of year where I invest in the next 12 months of foundation, because foundation is never really all that affordable, and if I can buy it on sale, I will. I actually bought this one from the Makeup Forever website. They were doing a 30% off sale, and so I got a better deal on this than I would have from Sephora. This is their HD Skin foundation in the color 1N14. If you're thinking you might be a skin twin with me, I do mix this with the e.l.f. blue color corrector to kind of bring down the peachy tones to a little bit more of a neutral shade. Everything looks yellow or pink or peach. So I just tone it down a notch with a little bit of blue, and this gets the job done. Is it my favorite? I don't know. It's similar to the Hourglass Ambient foundation, which I think is probably my all-time favorite. I just finished a bottle of that, and I did not repurchase it because I wanted to try something else, and I wasn't sure if it was contributing to my breakouts, so I thought I would just give it a rest, maybe revisit it in the future. And it also was like a really bad color match, and I needed to use a lot of the blue color corrector to make it work, but I hear it's a bad color match for everybody. So if you're thinking about checking out that very, very full coverage foundation, I do recommend it. Just know you might have to mix colors to get a good match. I also picked up the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. This is 1.58 ounces, and I believe it's around the $30 price point, which is more affordable than almost anything else, and I really like it. It's very light to medium coverage, and it's very emollient. It's almost like, I think it's like an oil-based product. So I'm very careful how I apply this. I try to just use my fingers, even though I hate really blending foundation into my skin with my hands. I feel like I have to avoid pilling, because there are products that I use in my skincare that never pill with anything else, but I find will pill like crazy with this one. So I'm careful to just blend it in with my fingers, kind of pat it into the skin. It gives a very healthy glow. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to bump your nose. Almost shiny. I mean, this, if you have dry skin, this is going to be your best friend this winter. I have very dry skin, so I'm looking forward to using this. My skin is kind of going through it right now because, as I mentioned, I'm on my tretinoin journey. Then there's two concealers. One I picked up on sale this year. It's the Givenchy Skin Caring Concealer, and I don't know, this was highly recommended. I'm not sure what I think of it yet. It's a very emollient, it's almost a great match for this, although I don't know if they mix well. I tend to get, at the end of the day, like very dry looking under eyes. Like it looks like my skin is cracking underneath my makeup. So I think that this is going to be a really good concealer for me. I just have not figured out the very perfect combination of products to wear this with, because there's been a couple days where I apply it and I'm just like, what's wrong? Something's wrong. So I haven't figured this out yet. I think that it's possible this product might not pair well with everything. I have not done enough research. But one product that is almost, I don't know, I mean, everything can be good when with the right combination of things. And this product, the NARS Creamy Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer, this is the color Vanilla. It's a good under eye shade for me. It's too light for spot correction, but it gives a lot of coverage and it doesn't look too dry. Although this is one of those concealers that by the end of the day, my under eyes do look dry and kind of cakey. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is a holy grail product, but it's also one that I have trouble with sometimes. So I'm kind of between, like, what do I want, moisture or do I want coverage? I don't know. That is it for this week's episode of the Thread to Mend podcast. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. If you want to find me on social media, my name is Taylor E. Owen on Ravelry and Instagram. You can find me over on TikTok as Taylor Knits. And if you made it this far into this week's episode, let me know in a comment below with the lipstick emoji, because we talked about everything but lipstick today. And again, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and that you take care.